Hi everyone, welcome to David Technologies YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at leetcode, problem number 125, which is named valid palindrome. I'll just give it a thumbs up there. It reads thus: a phrase is a palindrome if, after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same way forward as backwards. So meaning that we have to come up with a way of making sure that we have all lowercase characters, and also making sure that we come up with a way of removing all non-alphanumeric letters. So that is where the trick lies. And then after we've done that, we also need to come up with a way of reading the string forward and backwards at the same time, so that it is equals to a palindrome. So for instance, if we have the string here, a man, comma, a plan, comma, a canal, and then colon, Panama, meaning that we must remove all these make sure that the first thing we do is to convert it to lowercase, and then as you can see here, then remove all the spaces, non-alphanumeric characters, and the commas, the colon there, and so on and so forth. So if we have this one as well, we need to make sure that we just remove all the non-alphanumeric characters, and also read it the same way as we read backwards. Then we should return it true. If we are given this as just an empty string, they say that after removing non-alphanumeric characters, since an empty string reads the same way backwards as forward, it is also a palindrome. Now that is the main trick. The main trick is to come up with a way to remove all the unnecessary things, and making sure that we have all lowercase, everything lowercase, so that it may read the same way. So okay, cool. Let's just try jump straight to it. First and foremost, in Java, there's what we call a regular expression. We need to come up with a way to remove all those things. So I'll use, in this case, a regular expression for that. There's different ways of doing it. I'll just use the regular expression. It's just a little bit easier. So I'll just call this a string char. And then first and foremost, we just have to convert everything to lowercase. And then after converting everything to lowercase, then we can replace all the non-alphanumeric characters. So we have to have a regular expression here. And so right, what I'll do is we'll have from a, small letter a, because everything now is lowercase, there's no need to do uppercase a and to z. And then from here we'll do the digits, which is from 0 to 9. We are going to remove all these impediments, and so we need to also make sure that we do that for every character that we find. And after we do this, then we need to build a new output. We need to concatenate a new output. You can also use a string builder. So for now, I'll just use my own string there. And then, so let's just look through the newly created string there, which has everything that we need, because we've removed all the impediments on the way. So we are going to loop backwards. Let's just loop backwards directly. So we'll have characters dot length, and then it's a method because it's a string. Then we remove one. We say -1, so that we can get the index, the value of the length -1, which is the last index. And then from there we say if I is greater or equals to 0. And then we say I minus. We're reading it backwards. So right, then we need to concatenate here and build our output. So it's going to be character by character. So it's going to be the normal character add method for strings, which is built in, comes standard with Java. Then we are done. We need to return our output. Just make sure that the newly constructed string is equals to the output, because now the output was constructed building backwards. So where am I saying I here? Okay, cool. Right, so this should do the trick. Let's see if whether this thing works. All right, there's an error there, compilation error, lower to lowercase dot replace all. Okay, so required font string, string characters. So something is, oh, all right, sorry. Here we need to replace it with nothing here. So we had the regular expression, but once we find it, we need to replace it with nothing there. All right, let's just run it again for the second time. Right, so just move this thing up. So we do have all the tests accepted, and then we'll do a submission. Okay, cool. Let's do a submission. It does accept the solution there. Right, so now one might come and say, I don't like using this string concatenation and everything. I can just come and use built-in methods. So if you are asking an interview that you can go ahead and use some built-in methods, then you can use your favorite stream builder. So we'll still have this. We'll still have our normal, let me just do this. We'll still have our normal, right. So we'll still have our normal character string, and then you can go ahead and use a stream builder. I'll just call it SB, and then equals to new string builder. Right, and then once you have this, you can actually just construct this upfront characters and then have it there, and then you can have your return statements. Let me just remove this. This is coming from the past, so I'll just remain with the return, and then we'll just have our SB, and then there's a reverse method that comes standard with the string builder, the library, and then we make sure that we convert it to a string, and then after that we do make sure that it is equals to the characters, our newly constructed string without any non-alphanumeric characters. There we go, and then we can have it there in one line. Let's see if it still works. Okay, okay, cool. So we still have it there, and then you can do a submission right away. Let's see. Cool, it does also accept that. Cool, we've come to the end of our solution. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.